Alright, in this linear equation that we're going to solve, we're going to start out just like the other. Notice that there are no like terms that we can combine on either side, so we need to go ahead and start by distributing our value in front of the parenthesis. So I'm going to distribute that 12. That's going to give me 24k. I'm then going to distribute it to the 11, and that's going to give me 132. That's a positive value. I'm going to draw a line so I can keep this separated right here. So I'm going to set that equal, and now I'm going to go ahead and distribute this 12 as well. And that's going to give me 24k, and then I'm going to distribute it over here to this other 12, and that's going to give me plus 144. So what I'm hoping at this point is that you're looking at this thinking y equals mx plus b, right? And if this was y equals mx plus b, I want to show you something. This 24 right here would represent our slope, and this 24 would represent our slope. So I want you to keep in mind, if we have the same slope for each equation, but we have a different y-intercept, those two lines graphically are going to be parallel, and they will never intersect. So even without solving this, just by looking at this and seeing that I have two different equations with the same slope but different y-intercepts, I know that this is going to be no solution. But I'm going to go ahead and finish working it out just to prove it to you. So for instance, I'm going to go ahead and move my 24k over. By inverse operations, the opposite of adding 24 is subtracting 24k. And we'll bring this over, 24k. That's going to give me 0. This cancels out, it gives me 0. And then we can go ahead and put together, if we want to, these values. So I'm going to subtract 132 from both sides. So minus 132, that gives me 0 over here. And then 144 minus 132 is going to give me a positive 12. So my final answer, I have 0 is equal to 12, because I'm just bringing those values down. Now when I see something like this, this is not true, so we'll put not true. Therefore, there is no solution. Now we already knew that, right? If we looked at it as two equations being set equal to each other, because if we were to graph this, right, if we were to graph this out, what we would have is we'd have one line that had a slope of 24 and its y-intercept was 132. So let's say that's 132. And then this y-intercept was 144, so it's a little bit higher. So we'll say that's 144 right there. Add a line going through there. Notice these lines, they will never intersect each other. They are parallel lines. And another thing we could do, if you wanted to put this in a calculator, you could. But since they never intersect, we will have no solution, because the solution is always going to be the x value in which these two lines intersect.